Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the WDSL YouTube match report with Carlos and
Simon.
Hopefully this is a good start to our YouTube channel in the WDSL where we'll be previewing the matches coming up and also do a quick review of the matches that have taken place. And today was the start of the WDSL where 3 matches were held here at Harris Street Reserve with the Hamilton Raiders challenging the champions of 2012 Merri Stingrays in the first match at 1 o'clock. And then we have the Deakin Dragons and G Flat Rangers.
And that was followed up by the Craigmont Lions and the newly formed Thunder Hawks, that's right. So, listen, it was a great start to the season, Simo. We got some highlights of the match of the round game, which was between the 2012 Premiers Hamilton Raiders and the 2012 champions, the Merri Stingrays, in what's traditionally been the first game between the runner-up and the champions or the Premiers. So it was a very tight game. We've got some footage of some of the goals here, but Simon, what do you think about the game? It was very entertaining. It was supremely entertaining to watch, and as the footage shows, it was just a great game to watch. 2 quality clubs going toe and toe, goals after goals. You know, no one really got to break the lead, and it wasn't until the second half where Merri took the game by the scruff of the neck and just started running away with it. But with that said, the Hamilton team absolutely took it up to them. And as the scoreline shows, you'd start off with Hamilton scoring 1 goal and then Merri pulled it back with another.
Actually, it was Merri who scored the first goal, and then a minute later, the Raiders, a thunderbolt shot by Anthony Hilton from their full back, pushing forward, and really a wind-assisted goal, but it was a beautifully struck ball that it was only a minute to go. So the first goal was scored by James Skinner on the 4th minute of the game, followed by the reply by Hamilton 1 minute later. So we'll show some of the goals in a minute of the game. So it was 1-1 with 5 minutes gone. So it was certainly a very tight game for the start.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then Hamilton hit the lead. Not long after, in the 17th minute. 17th minute, the young McFarlane, I think Anthony McFarlane, with an interception from across that came deep from the left hand side. Obviously, I was playing at that game, so we were 2-1 down, and the Stingrays were looking like we not only giving the lead away, but also we were now down 2-1, and at that point I think both teams were pressing to get some kind of...
Well, neither team was really giving way, and it wasn't until a free kick in the 42nd minute where Michael Mills just showed the quality that he is, and he, from about 32 yards out, I'd say, it's from range, he was able to curl it and put it in the back of the net, and that really got the game interesting.
2-2 at the half. That goal was actually in the what time was it? 42nd minute. So just before the main break, scores were locked at 2-2. So both teams went into the halftime huddle, obviously looking up to see how they can break the deadlock. Certainly with the Stingrays perspective, Michael Mills has been nominated as the captain for the season and showed great courage and great leadership in bringing the team to where it was. So we were 2-1 down at that point.
But no matter what, Merri was just able to cling on and pull one back to make it 3-3
at that
a few minutes into the second half.
And then the Stingrays were able to pull away. Great defensive work from our back line, obviously with Hamilton pushing up really in. We had big Jamie Teal and told us cementing the back line there in the centre of defence, but also our full-backs played a magnificent role with Nigel Gray and Alex Sheedy, of course, on the left there. Interesting enough, Hamilton didn't give up. They were really pressing forwards. Some of the young fellas, Mika McCarthy was certainly a standout, along with Anthony Hilton, of course, in the back line, but also young fella Harrison Hall, who is one of the young fellas from Hamilton that are coming up. But then I guess our forwards, the Stingrays forwards, took a little bit more leadership and strength, with Engen playing a big role in the last 2 goals, scoring one himself and setting up the other one for Ishu Tanga to put away for a 5-3 win to the Stingrays at home. So some footage coming up now, so hopefully you'll be able to see some of the goals. But in the other matches, we'll go to the Thunderhawks game next. So the next match for round 1 was the new boys, the Thunderhawks, who were playing the Warrnambool Lions. Same team as last year, but the name has changed. They are now the Warrnambool Lions. And yeah, listen, it was a very tight game as well, but the interesting thing is that the first goal was scored by a female player, which I'm really glad that the girls are getting into the score sheet, and certainly played a big part in the first game, certainly with Danielle Busaglo playing for the Stingrays, with Marita Hewson sneaked one in the 5th minute to give the new team, the Hawks, the lead, which is a fantastic strike, and good teamwork from the Hawks, who were probably dominating a lot of the half, and deserved to score a second goal with Josh Mutray unleashing a left-footed shot like that's sweet.
Shots, anything on target.
Yeah,
you've got to get something onto it.
Josh Mutray is one of the sweetest left foots in the district for sure, and he certainly pulled one up to lead 2-0 at the half time. So that's sort of the momentum of the game. But the Lions got one back when Lockie Boyle was fouled in the box to earn a penalty. And the young lad stepped up for himself to take the penalty and was in the 53rd minute and actually scored it to make it a very tight sort of last half an hour of the match that included a booking for a Lions player for a deliberately handball, Sam Alexander. So, but tied all the way to the end, the scores were locked at 2-1 by the end of the final whistle. So congratulations to the Thunderhawks, who's another Wolves team, which was good. That's 2 to the Wolves in the first 2 matches, and then we had the final match.
We've got Jetty Flat Rangers and the Deakin Dragons going up against each other. It proved to be very, initially a tight match. On paper, both teams very strong, especially the Jetty Flat Rangers, but it was it only took 3 minutes. With that said, it only took 3 minutes for the scoring, and that was through Tom Southall opened up the scoring in the 3rd minute. No, I do apologise. He actually scored 3. He actually was a hat-trick hero. He started the scoring on the 28th minute, so that first half hour was very tight. But he opened up the scoring and again bagged the second one just before half-time in the 44th minute. The second half again proved to be one-way traffic for Jetty Flat, with Tom picking up a hat-trick in the 65th minute. And Bo Arnold joined the party as well with one in the 68th minute. Special mention should be made to the Jetty Flat Rangers for appointing, I believe, the first female captain.
Yeah, congratulations to Ellen Wines,
a deserving captain and a very popular player. But no goals for Deakin Dragons. But with that said, they played well. They implemented the offside trap very well and caught out Stevie Shields quite a few times. So I think that will be something for other teams to be wary of. That the Deakin Dragons offside trap is something to be to watch and to be mindful of.
Yeah, it's good that certainly the tactics in the game come into it a lot, and the Dragons have been working really hard during the off-season, working on the tactical awareness in the defensive game. So what I saw of the game, certainly young James Penny, the goalkeeper for Jetty Flat, fantastic, saving that penalty, and also a couple of times when the Dragons did attack and had plenty good chances, Penny stood up to stop those. But saying that, Deakin have recruited really well in Campbell Scott as a goalie as well. So Certainly the teams are evening up all over the park in most positions.
Yeah. The scoreline doesn't do the game justice, as I said. As Carl said, James Feeney just had an absolute blinder of a match in his debut game.
Yeah.
For the WDSL.
So it's fantastic. So just to wrap up in terms of the goal scorers for the first round, we got James Skinner for the Stingrays. First of all, James Skinner on 2, Michael Mills 1, Ish Rupanga 1, and Engin Tarun on 1-2. No bookings for the Stingrays in the first round. Hamilton Raiders, there was 3 scorers. Anthony McFarlane banging a double, and Anthony Hilton with the rocket that he did in that game. There was a booking for a Hamilton player, Matt Parfrey, so he was the first person in the league to record a yellow card. Thunderhawks scorers Marita Hewson and Josh Mutre, no bookings for that team. The Lions had 1 scorer, Lockie Boyle, and also had a booking in Sam Alexander.
No scorers for the Jetty Flat Rangers, so it's 3 for Tom Southall and 1 for Bo Arnold. No bookings for the Jetty Flat Rangers. And the Deakin Dragons, no goal scorers in that game, and no cards for them either.
Very good. So now we look ahead to round 2 of the WDSL, which we have our first game on the lights this Friday between Jetty Flat Rangers and Warrnambool Lions.
That should be a cracker of a match.
And then we got Hamilton's got their first home game this Sunday when they host the Thunderhawks, which I predict to be a very tight game. Should be a very tight game, especially with the home advantage that Hamilton have.
Hamilton will utilise that, absolutely. They are a hard team to beat, but when you get the victory up in Hamilton, it is very sweet.
It is very sweet indeed, travelling teams. And then to say that the Raiders travelled very well last season, so they'll be looking to get in some away wins themselves this season. And the final match, the Stingrays versus the Dragons at Harris Street on Sunday. Listen, on paper, the Stingrays look a little bit better, but don't underestimate the Dragons because they've recruited really well and they've got a lot of depth in the team this season. So I'm sure they'll bring the guns ablaze to try to get the first win. That's pretty much it for our first go at this. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue on the reports. If you check out our YouTube channel, check the WDSL website and Wolves website.
Wolves website, absolutely. Leave a comment if you've got any suggestions, feedback, always welcome.
Okay, so signing off for tonight. Cheers.